Okay guys, so this is my first like video and I'm sorry if I'm kind of quiet, but I'm like in a hallway and I don't want to be really loud. I'm so scared. Oh my gosh. I am gonna do my makeup today. I am in no way an expert. I just love makeup so much. So if you want to subscribe, go for it. That would make me so happy and I would probably cry and everything like that. I'm gonna use some products that I love and some new products that I'm gonna try out that I've never really used before. So yeah, so we are gonna go ahead and get started here. I'm gonna use, I've never used this before, but I saw it and it's Wet n Wild. It said it was new, like I don't, it's new to me, but whatever. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Cucumber Priming Water. So we're gonna use this. Wet n Wild is so good. It smells so good, oh my god. That smells so good. Wow, okay. That really smells so good. My skin looks so good after that. So then to go with it, I got this new primer. This is the Wet n Wild Water Drop Primer in Cucumber. So we're gonna try that out as well. I have really dry skin, so anything that says like water or hydration, I tend to gravitate towards. Okay, this is green, so I'm not sure how I feel about that, but all right. Oh, it smells good too. So we're just gonna put that on. I'm not gonna do my face right away. I usually do my eye makeup, but we're gonna try that out. Wow, my skin is looking hydrated. Okay, we have two new concealers that we're gonna try a little bit later. Right now though, I am just gonna prime my eyelids with the NARS Creamy Radiance Concealer. I don't have anything else really to prime, so we're just gonna use this. That's what I do. Oh, I forgot to tell, my name's Kathleen. So I am 29. I live in the Pittsburgh area. I don't know, and I just love makeup, so you're welcome. But I decided I would do a little video, and we'll just see kind of how I feel about it. I don't know, but whatever. All right, we are gonna use this Tarteus Pro palette. I got this in my BoxyCharm today. If you're not subscribed to BoxyCharm, do it, it's so good. So this is what it looks like. These are the really, oh, you don't need to see that. These are the really like adorable shades here. I swatched them, so it looks kind of weird. Oh my, I'm dropping everything. It looks kind of weird because I swatched them. So we are gonna go in with a big fluffy blending brush into my crease here because I want to get some crease action going here. A transition shade for an eye look. I don't even know what I want to do yet. I know that I want to find all these brushes. I'm sorry, I just moved, so like literally my brushes are like everywhere. All right, I think we're just gonna use this brush for now. This is not typically a brush that I use, but it is what it is. So we're just gonna go with like a fluffier blending brush. For transition, I think we're gonna go with this shade right here, which looks pretty light actually, but we're just gonna go in, we're gonna blend that, we're gonna tap off the excess, and then we're just gonna blend that. Wow, it looked light in the palette, but on the eye it really does give a nice like wash of color. It just brings us something, you know, something to the eyelid. This is the shade Bold, by the way, in the palette. So if you have this palette and are looking for a little look with it, then you can do that if you want. So what about that? Again, I'm using a phone camera. Like, I'm not using anything else. And I'm also really nervous. That kind of looks patchy to me. Right in there. Hold on, that kind of looks a little patchy. Let's just see if I can blend it out and make it work. I also didn't set the concealer. This doesn't look terrible, but let's just see how it looks, you know, later, I guess. After. Okay, I have another blending brush because we're gonna go with another shade because, oh, almost just dropped this palette. I think we're gonna go in with this shade right here called Innocent. This one, it is a little bit darker than the other shade that we used, but not like crazy dark because I don't want to go super dark. And then we're just gonna blend that kind of in the same area. I did get a little bit of a fluffier brush. We're just gonna blend that sort of in the same area. Tapping off all that excess makeup, all the excess eyeshadow. I love makeup so much. You know, you can do so many things with makeup, and honestly, like, it just helps me be creative, which is so nice. Okay, so I'm gonna go in now with this brush. It's dirty because we'll just use it, but whatever. What do I want to do? I feel like I want to go in with this shade, but I always use shades like that. I'm gonna go in with this, like, these are making it look very different. They look very different to me than they look in the camera, but I think I'm gonna go in with this like orangey shade here. And I'm gonna take it on one side of this brush. This is a brush, a lot picked up on that brush. This is from Morphe. And I'm gonna go right here on this outer corner, and I'm just gonna press, like a little pressing motion, and then I'm just gonna blend. Because the outer corner should always be a little bit darker. If you're going for that kind of look, then the rest of the eye, it should go light to dark. So there's that. This is the shade Whimsy. I really like it. It looks really pretty. I do this look all the time though. Like, I'm gonna play with some other colors, I think, if I ever do another video. We'll see. We'll see how this one goes. And I apologize, like I said, if I'm too quiet. I just don't want to be loud because I don't know how it looks in this, like how it is in this apartment for loud. Sorry, I'm gonna cover my face for a second. All right, we're gonna go back in with that first brush that we used. There is nothing on it, and I'm just gonna blend that outer corner just so it kind of blends in to what we just did. Like all of that transition and everything like that. That looks really nice. All right, so our next thing that we are gonna do is we're gonna go in with a shimmer shade. Shimmer, it's one of these, or debating. I really like this one. This one's so pretty. This one's called Glam, and I am a fan. We're gonna use it on a brush first, okay? But I don't really know if I'm gonna like it on a brush. And then we're just gonna use that primer water to wet the brush. I always wet my brush if I use a brush. If I use my finger, then I don't. Sometimes you can get more color payoff with your finger. It really depends. So let's see. Oh, wow. That's pretty. That's a really pretty shade. Oh my God. Let's get more of that. More. I need more of it. It's so gorgeous. Again, I'm not an expert. I don't even know if I do any of this right. I'm gonna do my finger on the other side just so I can kind of see. Look at that. Honestly, I have been applying shimmer shades to my finger, like with my finger, for a while now. because that has just worked so well for me. Like, this one is with my finger, this one is without. I'm gonna go back over this one just because I feel like you could just get so much more color pale. Okay, so it looks really good. I'm gonna go back in with a little blender just to blend kind of those edges. It's just a clean blending brush, just to soften up like where the shimmer and that darker shade meet, because I don't want there to be any real harsh lines. I want them to really flow and kind of blend together really, really nicely. Wow, I really like that. That's a beautiful shimmer shade. That's a beautiful shade. These probably don't go as well as they should, but I also frankly don't care because I just do what I want with makeup. You can do whatever you want. No one should be able to tell you that you can't. So I'm going back in with Innocent. We used it as the second shade in the crease. I'm just blending a little bit more of that just to kind of make it super cohesive, and kind of make it go really well together. There is a darker shade that I probably could have went in on the lid with, but I don't know, I like it. I think it looks good. So we're just gonna leave it because frankly, you do what you want. And I'm just gonna use a makeup wipe to clean up everything. I just use the Neutrogena makeup remover wipes. Really good. The other ones do not compare. So we're just gonna, like, look at how beautiful that is right there. Oh, so good. And just because I can't get enough, I kind of want to, there's another shimmer shade in here that I really want to use. I'm going to put it on my finger right here. And I'm going to put it right here where those two shades meet, because it is a little bit darker. Okay, like it's a darker gold. I think it will bring this look a little bit together. Who knows? Or it'll just mess it up. Whatever. Like, honestly, I feel like you can just do whatever you want with your makeup, and it's your makeup. Like, who says you can't? So I think that looks really pretty. It's a nice, like, subtle eye, which I am a huge fan of. You know what I didn't put out? Mascara. So pardon me while I look for my mascara, because I just moved, so everything is like, okay, we'll just use this one. This is not the one I usually use, but this is the Tarte 4-in-1 Lashes Mascara. Lots of Tarte products today. I like this mascara a lot. This just isn't one I normally use. I also will never use an eyelash curler. This is already too much for me. Like, it's so close to my eye. So I'll never use it. It just freaks me out. So I can't do it. I also, like, I'm not good with false lashes, so I don't do that either. Because, frankly, I just can't, you know? So, all right, so our mascara looks pretty good. All right, what I want to do is I want to take another brush to use on that lower lash line. Okay, this one will work. So I'm going to use that Innocent shade, which is one of those like transition shades. And I'm just going to blend that a little bit on the lower lash line just to give it a little bit of something. I'm not going crazy with that. I just kind of want to blend it with the rest of the eye look, just so we have something on the lower lash line, but nothing like super crazy. I'm not really good with eyeliner. I don't really do that. I don't do a lot of that stuff, but it is what it is. I don't think you have to. I think there are theories in makeup, but there are no rules, in my opinion. So I already primed. I already did that. I used the Wet n Wild Cucumber Primer Water and this weird green primer. My skin is feeling pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. So we are gonna go in with foundation, okay? The foundation that I absolutely love and adore is this L'Oreal Infallible foundation. I just want you to know that I have absolutely hated this foundation for the longest time. It was the worst. And then I changed my skincare routine. And then all of a sudden, it wasn't the worst anymore. Okay, this looks really light, but I promise you, it will oxidize. And then it won't look as light anymore. Although this might not be really my shade anymore because it does oxidize, but I have gotten some sun. So this might not be my shade. So I want you to just look at this foundation for a second. Like, I did half my face. This is no foundation. Doesn't look terrible, I don't think. This is foundation. Like, this foundation is so good. And I'm a normal person. Like, I am not this, like, I'm not saying that, like, those people aren't telling the truth, because they are, but, like, because I would hope that they are. But, I mean, you want them to be telling the truth, but what if they're not? Like, I'm a normal person who does their makeup for themselves. And I promise you that this foundation is where it's at. I remember that I have dry skin. And also, anytime you're trying out new products, you always want to use products that you already know that you like. So like, I'm trying out some new primers and new concealers today. So I want to use a foundation that I know that I already like, because I'm gonna know if there's something wrong. I'm gonna know that this looks really light on camera. My neck is a little bit darker. It will oxidize. Again, I probably needed a little bit of a darker shade just because I've gotten some sun. But I don't think it looks terrible. We'll bronze it up and I think it'll be fine. I'm looking a little too light, but it's okay. All right. So that is our face makeup, or at least our foundation. It looks really good. I love this foundation so much. It's so good. Okay. Always blend it. Please, please, please take this foundation and just blend it down your neck. Please just do that, because just do it. Trust me. All right. I have 2 new foundations that I'm gonna try. They're not new, like, release foundation or concealer foundation. They're not new release concealers, but they're new to me, so I'm gonna try them out. On one side, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer, and the other side, I'm gonna use the Revlon Photo Ready Candid Concealer. One of my favorite YouTubers, Tati, like, raves about this concealer, this Revlon one. And I have the other e.l.f. concealer, but it's too drying for me. I have, like, my skin is drier than, like, the Sahara Desert, so I have to get products that are super hydrating. My foundation is not crazy hydrating, but as long as I use good primers and hydrating primers, then I'm fine. I typically don't have problems after I have used the right. Like, look at it. Oh, it looks so good. I have to look up close because I'm just looking at it in my phone and not really, like, trying to. Why did they make these so, like, sorry, I have my cat and she gets into everything. Like, everything. Why is this so hard to get into? Oh, everybody's just waiting for me to open this concealer. Probably should have opened it before, but live and learn, I guess. Oh my gosh. Okay, finally got it. Goodness gracious. And then the e.l.f. one is just in a box. So thank goodness for e.l.f. All right, we are gonna use one on one side, one on the other, and then we're just gonna see how we feel. Okay. So this is the shade, this Revlon one is the shade Fair, which is my shade. This might be dark for me. This is, yeah, a little bit. This like doe foot is weird. Like, okay, look at this doe foot. It's like curved. It's super weird. All right, so this is a little bit dark, a little bit darker than I typically like to go. But that's okay. All right, we're just gonna blend that out. That way, I just don't want it to sit and like, you know. Okay, that actually looks really good. It looks really good so far. And then this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer. This is in the shade Fair Warm. This is the shade I got in the other one, so I thought it would work. Doe foot, huge doe foot. Oh wow. Okay, off the bat, I can tell you that this e.l.f. one is way more full coverage than this one, which I kind of figured it would be, because my nose looks like it's missing foundation. It probably is. My nose hates me, so it probably is missing foundation. Wow. This one is definitely more full coverage, but I like them both. I'm gonna have to, wow, I really like them both. That looks good. I need to look up close and see what they look like, because I'm just looking in the, wow, those are really nice. Like, I'm kind of amazed right now. Like, I have not used this many hydrating products in a long time because I can't find any that I really, really love. Those are really good. Wow. Okay. I'm in love with those concealers right now. Both of them are super good. This one, obviously the e.l.f. one is way more full coverage than the Revlon, but the Revlon is really beautiful as well. So I like them both. I do use powder. Even though I have dry skin, I do use powder because I want to set my under eye. Because my under eye needs that. So, where is my brush that I typically use? Is it not in here? Probably not. Is it in this one? I don't even know. I have like 4,000 bags that it could be. I think I've probably found a new, whatever. We'll just use one of these new brushes. That's fine. I think I probably found a new concealer. These concealers look so good right now. I know I'm raving about it, but like, holy moly. All right. I'm gonna use one of these brushes for powder because I'm gonna tell you right now, I will never use this brush, okay? I don't contour. So this is the contour brush. I think it will probably work under the eye. We're gonna see. So I'm gonna use a little bit of powder. I don't typically use a lot. I usually use a pressed powder. I usually use a pressed powder, but so I have a little bit, just a tiny bit. I'm gonna put it on this brush here. Swirl it around, tap off as much of it as I can, and then just pat it on my under eye. Most people do this with a sponge. Okay, see, I have this thing, I don't even know. It's weird. I cannot do it with a sponge. It just dries me out way too much. So I just typically use a brush. It doesn't give me as much like on the under eye because I have to be really, really careful. If I use too much powder on my under eye, we're just in a bad place after that. So wow, that does not look bad at all. It looks really good. I'm just gonna make sure I brush away any like excess powder. I could just use a little bit more. This is really hydrating. Okay, Okay, I don't know if I'm being overly dramatic, but these look really good. Like, I love this side. This side, it's not that I don't love it. I just have this weird skin thing that always shows through. All right, now we're going to use the powder brush. So again, we're just going to use a little bit of powder. We're not going crazy with powder because I have dry skin. We can't, but I do like to put a little bit of powder on my face just because, you know, I think it's a good plan. Ooh, that was too much. Let me just get rid of all of that. I don't know. I really like powder because it really helps hold my makeup in place, but this is really too light for me. I'm gonna have to put tons of bronzer on. All right. So that was my powder. This is, oh, the powder I use is the Maybelline Fit Me. So good. Oh my gosh, guys, this is looking really good. Wow. I'm thoroughly impressed. These two right here, I'm impressed right now. Like, I can't even. I don't know. Okay, for bronzer. So we are going to use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This bronzer is amazing. Amazing. Please go get it at the grocery store, at Walmart, whatever, Ulta. Usually Ulta has a sale on Physicians Formula because it's like $14. But usually they have like coupons. Look how pretty that is. This is the light bronzer too. Yeah, this is the light one because I would not use the darker one. My skin tone is too fair for that. Trying to just bronze up as much as possible. I use it on a big fluffy brush for bronzer because I also don't contour either. Please, I'm not that talented. I'm not talented enough to contour. Okay, I need to look like up close, but I think it looks okay. This could be blended more, I think. Wow. Okay, my nose is missing, like, there's definitely foundation missing from my nose. Wow, that looks so good, guys. Like, there's definitely foundation missing from my nose. My nose hates me. Let me just tell you that. And then for blending, so here's what I do. If I get too much, like this side could probably be blended. I use this Real Techniques stippling brush and I just blend it. Just blend it out so it's not like crazy. See, I just got some bronze. It's not crazy, so that's good. Alrighty, for blush. For blush, I've used literally the same blush all the time. This is the Milani Coral Cove blush. It's a little rose looking one. It's a really pretty one. And then I just put on this e.l.f. blush brush because this blush brush is like $2. e.l.f. brushes, so good. Although I think I haven't tried a ton of the other ones. The ones with the black handle are my favorite. I just put some blush on. I tried to go like in here. I try to keep it as far out here as I can. With blush. That's looking really good. I love that. Listen. Okay. And then okay. I've been looking for this highlighter ever. This is the best highlighter in the whole world. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in Rose Gold. Okay. This highlighter is the best. Like, look at this. You can't change my mind on that. So good. For the price, you're kidding me. So I take it on a highlight brush and then I just like put a highlighter on the like high points of my face, which is like up here. And then this is why I don't necessarily care if that foundation comes off, because I always just put highlighter on my nose and then it works. And then And then we will go on the top of the brow bone here, right here and right here. And then what I like to do is I like to take, hold on, a smaller brush, if I can find one. This one will work. Okay, this is a little pencil brush, okay, but I like to take it and I like to take whatever highlighter that I used. And I just like to go on the brow bone here because I like to just put a little bit of highlighter on that brow bone just to tie in, like what I use on my face, really tie it in on my eyes. So it looks really good. I'm like, okay. Next is lippies. So I did get these 2 lip liners. I don't typically use lip liners. We are gonna try to use one of them today. This one actually doesn't match. This is from Bodyography. This is Pouty, the Pouty lip liner. So, okay, I am the worst at lips. Like, lips are literally the worst in the entire world. Worst thing ever. So let me just see if I can line these. Oh my gosh. This is really pretty. Look at that. It's super pigmented too, which is good. Okay. My lips are uneven, so I have to be really careful with lip liner. That's why I don't typically use lip liner. And then I'm just gonna go in with this Revlon Ultra HD Vinyl Lip Polish. This one is the shade Birthday Suit, is what it's called. Oh my god, my teeth need whitening so bad. Okay, I'm gonna put this on. I think it'll go with this. Oh yeah, it goes to the lip liner so nicely. I really like this lip product so much. So there's that. That's so good. And then I got a new setting spray that we're gonna try. I don't know, but ow. Okay, this one was the Maybelline Glass setting spray. It's supposed to make yourself like hydrated and stuff, so shake. And then it smells really good. It's supposed to make me look dewy. So hopefully with all those dewy products that we use. It's definitely too light. So, and this is the finished look. So we're definitely looking, I mean, it's still setting in, but there were so many good products in this. I'd have to say that these 2 concealers are my favorite. I would say I really like the e.l.f. one a ton. It covered so much. And it didn't really set into my fine lines as much as I thought. This Revlon one was really cute, beautiful as well. I just like this one a little better. I wouldn't have not maybe chosen this lip color. It's coming up a little pink. Hold on, let me see, because I know I have the under lip gloss that maybe will work better. Hold on one second. I might be up here. Okay. I wanted to use that lip liner, so that's why I used the that shade. But let me show you this other one that I might actually look better. So we're gonna take this lip product off because it's looking a little pink now. Y'all, my skin is looking dewy. Wow. Okay, this is the Stellasi lip gloss. This is the shade Chaser. This lip gloss is so good, y'all. Like, it's a little more neutral, which I like. There we go. That's a little better. I actually like that one better with this look. It kind of ties in a little bit more. But these are really, really good. Yo, that's it. That's what my makeup looks like. My face looks dewy. And I wonder if it like, oh, it left like a film. That's not cool. It left like a film. I don't like that. I don't like that because then every time I touch my face, it's gonna come off. Like that film is gonna come off. Okay, so that, I'm not a fan of that. It did leave me looking glowing, that's for sure. But I'm not a fan of it. Okay, so blending it in, or like using the sponge, but that actually helped a little. You see, my lips are uneven, so my top lip is like always a pain. I have to overdraw it a little just to get them to really like, no, they don't even match. I don't even know. Okay, lips are not my favorite just because mine are uneven, so. But that is it, y'all. So that is it. This is a lot of fun. I love makeup, so maybe I'll do another one. I know I overdrew my lips, but I have to on my top because they're uneven. So this is what my finished look looks like. I do wear glowing outfits. They're a little dirty because I got some stuff on them. I'd have to say the concealers are definitely a hit. Loved them both. I do like the e.l.f. one a little bit more. There is more coverage. But the Revlon one isn't bad. My lips look so weird. But that is that. We're just gonna keep like messing with my lips because it drives me crazy. All right, so lips are not perfect ever. But that is pretty much it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you liked it. Please don't be harsh. This is my first time doing this, so I just want it to look good. Bye, guys.